Let's get straight to the point.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts, guests, and contributors, and do not reflect the official views of Real TV, its management, or affiliates. Content is provided for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Today is Bridging the Gap. And sorry for the late, well, we start on time for the show, but we are going straight into it. And the reason why I'm going straight into it is because today is a tight-knit conversation. And that conversation is democracy in Trinidad and Tobago. And you know, we call ourselves, I to lay back a little bit, we call ourselves a democratic nation, but do we know what is our rights, what democracy entails? This is something that Trinidad and Tobago needs to know. Because right now, as I said, I would not call I'm not going down the road of the political arena. But Trinidad and Tobago is crying, and we have to learn our democratic rights. We have to learn what we can do and what we cannot do. And when I Google, 2 years ago, and I Google if we have a democracy infringement, something came up on Google that we had a democracy infringement, right? But now, when I Google today, it is erased from Google. What we going to do? If you can't beat them, join them. And as a nation crying out to the people of Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time, I am telling you, Trinidad and Tobago, we live in a banana republic. I always say it, we live in a banana republic. I don't care. Some people might get vexed. Some people might say they approve. But we live in a banana republic. So they say democracy in Trinidad and Tobago in 2026. Trinidad and Tobago remains a parliamentary democracy and a republic in 2026. Citizens elect members of parliament through regular elections. So you have your democratic right to go and vote for who you want to vote for. You are the people of Trinidad and Tobago have that democratic right to put the X by whoever you support. That's your democratic right. And I always tell this. Me and my mom just have this little controversy about this a lot of times. And we will have a little, debate on certain things that go on in Trinidad and Tobago. And I would tell my mother, it doesn't matter who you support, but people have the democratic right to choose who they want. Because not everybody would think like me, you, or her. Or the dog in the road, brownie in the road, or the cat outside. Everybody have a choice. It's not the choice that you might agree with. in your personal being, but it is a choice that is given to you under the constitutional laws of Trinidad and Tobago. That is your democratic rights. So going further, and the country continues to maintain democratic institutions, including an independent judiciary, lies. Because we don't have an independent judiciary. Our judiciary is messed up and overcapacitated. I will say it. Elections, including an independent judiciary and elections and boundaries commission, that's where they deal with your ID card and where you have to go and vote and your electoral districts, and a multi-party political system, which I said, you have your right to choose who you want to choose. That is your democratic right. Current political leadership in 2026. I have seen this show. It's not a show. It's a Facebook thing with what you know, whatever you call it. And a lot of our young people, even people that older than me, don't even know who's the prime minister. No, they know who's the prime minister, but they don't even know who's the president. I hear some people saying Carmona. I hear some people calling different names. I mean, 2026. To know that a lot of people in our country are not knowledgeable of who controls the state. So we have our president, our current president, Her Excellency Christine Kangaloo, our Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamla Persad-Bissessar, Leader of Opposition, Honorable Penelope Beckles-Robinson. Strengths of Trinidad and Tobago democracy. I see it, all people on social media don't even know who's the president. Somebody told me the other day, and they was asking me a question. What's the purpose of the president? She just there to look nice? Somebody told me that. I said the purpose of the president is the last say of any final drastic decision that has to take place in Trinidad and Tobago. She's the final sign-off. If people don't remember when we went to our deadlock between Manning and Pandey, and deceased His Excellency A.N.R. Robinson, former president of Trinidad and Tobago, had to make a decision. Not the prime minister to make the decision, you know. It's the president. The president has a purpose. That happened. If I could stand corrected and please, ma, call me on my break and correct me. I think it was 1997. I was in primary school. Ma, call me and correct me and tell me the proper date. The proper year. Thank you. I think it's 1997 when we end up in a deadlock between deceased Patrick Manning and deceased Pandey. And former deceased president of Trinidad and Tobago made that final call on who he chose. The president has a purpose. Or let us feel the president saying down there and not doing nothing. The president has a great purpose in Trinidad and Tobago. A president could impeach a prime minister. If the prime minister not doing, if the prime minister not prime minister, they can't be impeached by the president. They have a purpose. Regular competitive elections with peaceful transfers of power. I don't find our elections to be peaceful, but if that's what they say, they say. Strong tradition of constitutional government since independence 1962 and Republican status since 1976. Democratic institutions are generally regarded as legitimate by challenges facing democracy in 2026. Several reports identify ongoing concerns, corruption and perception of patronage in public administration. In the Caribbean, we are ranked very high as one of the most corrupted. But let me go for a break quick. We're going for a break, and when we come back, bridging the gap.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Ladies and gentlemen, young people, senior citizens, it is my pleasure and privilege to invite you to look at the program Inspired on Real TV at 2 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon. Inspired is designed to lift your spirits, to help you overcome depression and failure so you could be an outstanding, extraordinary success. We have special experts every Wednesday who will inspire you to do better, to be your best self. So may God bless you. And remember, every Wednesday at 2 p.m., please look out for the program Inspired.
Hello everyone, I'm Kwesi Park. I invite you to join me right here on Real TV for the program Unfiltered Youth. This series will engage a panel of young persons from a very diverse cross-section of our society, talking or discussing the real issues affecting them in their daily lives. So join me right here on Real TV on Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with repeats on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, young people, senior citizens, it is my pleasure and privilege to invite you to look at the program Inspired on Real TV at 2 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon. Inspired is designed to lift your spirits, to help you overcome depression and failure so you could be an outstanding, extraordinary success. We have special experts every Wednesday who will inspire you to do better, to be your best self. So may God bless you. And remember, every Wednesday at 2 p.m., please look out for the program Inspire.
Hello everyone, I'm Kwesi Park. I invite you to join me right here on Real TV for the program Unfiltered Youth. This series will engage a panel of young persons from a very diverse cross-section of our society, talking or discussing the real issues affecting them in their daily lives. So join me right here on Real TV on Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with repeats on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budusing Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Right, so we welcome back. Welcome back, Trinidad and Tobago. And we're talking about democracy. And the reason why I want to talk about democracy is because I don't want to, Naka don't say it. Naka stay quiet. Because certain rights are being infringed. And I don't want no problems inside of here. Because at the end of the day, Trinidad and Tobago, at the end of it all, we have our right to speak, to have a voice, to talk, to say how we feel. But I always say, with diplomacy and respect. This is what our nation has come to at this point in time. And I want us to wake up and shake up. Wake up and shake up and open your eyes to what is being brought to the forefront to our nation. Because we're crying. We are crying as a nation. We are bleeding as a nation. This is not no just so. This is not no happened yesterday. And we going from, if people say going from worse to worse, we are in a space in Trinidad and Tobago that our democracy is being lost in damnation. They say we are corruption. Yes, we are very high in the Caribbean with our corruption. Slow judicial process and bureaucratic inefficiency. Imagine you in remand yard and sit down there in remand yard for 10 years waiting for your court case to call. Imagine, I know a lot of people sit down there 13, 14 years waiting to get a hearing in Trinidad and Tobago. Imagine custody cases going on for 6 years because our judicial system has failed Trinidad and Tobago. And we sit there as a country because we have our democratic right to ask questions. But now, we can't ask no questions. We can't say nothing. We can't even talk. Right now, just now they might tell we can't breathe. You have to exercise your democratic right as a nation. I don't care who party involved, but practice your democratic rights. This is who we are. Without us, there's no constitution. Without us, there's no nation. Without us as a people of Trinidad and Tobago, there's no democracy. And I think we are losing our how we supposed to move and maneuver as a nation. Political polarization often linked to ethnic voting patterns. This is facts. This is very factual. In our country, one party, one group will vote for one group, and the other group will vote for the other group. But sometimes, and we have to take heed, and I'm not going down that road. I was going to say something, but I ain't going down that road. Because that's a touchy situation. High levels of crime and public security concerns, including the declaration and extensions of a state of emergency in 2026. This is what I had to talk about. And I'm going to talk about this. We cannot run a country off of a state of emergency. Cannot. Because it shows that there's no crime plan, but I ain't going down that road. Let me leave it. Because I want them to come for me. Again. You cannot run a country. There's supposed to be some sort of crime plan. What is a crime plan? Because at the end of the day, Trinidad and Tobago are talking to all you. Even if it can reach home, it could end up by your doorstep. We have seen children lost their lives over gun violence, and I talked about it yesterday. We have seen mothers lose their life over domestic violence. We have seen men of our country here today in Trinidad and Tobago dying in the hands of gun violence. Every day you're hearing 2 murders, massacre, triple murders under SOE. But at the same time, when we fed up as a nation, we can't talk about it. Because we're supposed to be a democratic, right? We cannot speak about it. What is going on in this country here today? What really going on with all you? All you have to shake up and wake up all yourself. Learn your rights. Stand your ground. I don't care what political party involved. If you feel your democratic right is being infringed, you have the right to stand up. If it's a SOE, you can have a silent protest. Nobody supposed to tell you where to protest. As a democratic nation, nobody supposed to tell me where in the Constitution, where you cannot protest. Let us be honest and have reasoning in my mind. We're in a country where telling you in the constitutional rights, tell you where you can protest or you can't protest. We have to be mindful. We have to be educated as beings of Trinidad and Tobago on what is our rights and what is not our rights. We bleeding bad. We bleeding bad. I saw a picture with Trinidad and Tobago bleeding. And I saw it really break my heart that day. I sit down and I have normal conversations with my mother about the devastated status of our country. According to Freedom House, Trinidad and Tobago is classified as free with a score of 83 over 100 in ITS 2026 assessment. We're going for a break. And when we come back, because you see that 83 over 100% freedom, nonsense. But we're going for a break, and when we come back, more Bridge on the Cap.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us. In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential, Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Are you looking for the right space for your business? Fred's Plaza has the space you need. We offer professional rental spaces designed for growing businesses. Conveniently located in San Juan on the Eastern Main Road, opposite the PTSC terminal and between Royal Castle and Mario's. Easy access, high visibility. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 868-384-7142 today, or visit Level 3 Fred's Plaza for details.
The Ambassador's Daughter, weekdays at 11 a.m., only on Real TV.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential, Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Are you looking for the right space for your business? Fred's Plaza has the space you need. We offer professional rental spaces designed for growing businesses. Conveniently located in San Juan on the Eastern Main Road, opposite the PTSC terminal and between Royal Castle and Mario's. Easy access, high visibility. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 868-384-7142 today, or visit Level 3 Fred's Plaza for details.
The Ambassador's Daughter, weekdays at 11 a.m., only on Real TV.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Are you looking for the right space for your business? Fred's Plaza has the space you need. We offer professional rental spaces designed for growing businesses. Conveniently located in San Juan on the Eastern Main Road, opposite the PTSC terminal and between Royal Castle and Mario's. Easy access, high visibility. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 868-384-7142 today, or visit Level 3 Fred's Plaza for details.
The Ambassador's Daughter, weekdays at 11 a.m., only on Real TV.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us. In a world...
As we drift away from another general election, creating more stale news for we history books to mention. After so many lies, bacchanal and commerce in this paradigm, I realize it's this kind of thing that my people like. So let's forget we Boko Reefs, cause my people like to talk about tea. While Port of Spain is a flooding show, I say glorify Jack in a extempo. We clearing drugs like the FDA, but the real issue is what Moody Lal say. Oh God, I'm proud of my TNT. We focus on real issues in this country, cause this land we love, 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 but we just love without peace. Lord, this island sweet, like something to eat. We call it paradise. Oh God, this place nice. As we move on to higher heights, standing firm in global spotlight, as my fool's paradise. Many governments go and many governments stay. One thing doesn't change, is our people remain the same. We stand up in glee and say we love this democracy. But after so many years, religion and race predicts your party. So let's not vote on who really cares. I say vote on who has your type of hair. Cock up your foot and drink something and watch the war between Rasta and Muslim. They say them Chinese eating anything that pass, but still my red house full of so much jack grass. So God, this land is a special place. We know how to deal with religion and a race. Living in love, 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 but we don't love without peace. Lord, this island sweet, like something to eat. We call it paradise. So God, this place nice, a multicultural land for the wise. That I would always say with pride is my fool's paradise. So come where violence don't cease and prison bars always have grease. A place where corruption so high you can't blame it on coke nor weed. Come where lies are the truth and no one here is responsible for youths. I'd like to blame the government, but I can't blame them without blaming you. So spare the rod and give him shooting toys, and one day we'll say he was a good boy. Give her iPhone, tablet and Blackberry, so her new alias could be sexy darky. Some charity truly begins at home, but here charity is how we make dough. This is how my people contribute, preparing the future for our youths. Living in love, 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 but we just love without peace. Lord, this island sweet, like something to eat. We call it paradise. Oh God, this place nice. As we move on to higher heights, standing firm in global spotlight, as my fool's paradise. You may not understand me or see that I truly love my country, full of so much culture, resources, and a people that loves to party. See, most of us think about self and won't admit that she needs help. So it's time to admit she's sick or she'll never come back to health. So spend your money, my friend, and have fun, but don't forget your land is in recession. We keep talking about fixing crime, but without drastic measures, we're wasting we time. Time to stop being so ignorant. Move your problems from the back to the front. You see, this is the only way. If we wanna fix tomorrow, we must fix today. Living in love, 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 but we just love without peace. Lord, this island sweet, like something to eat. We call it paradise. So God, this place nice, moving away from all that vice and doing what we need to survive in this fool's paradise. La da da, la da da.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Let's get straight to the point. I am Dale Edwards, Dale the Voice, and we're going to get straight to the point right here on Real TV. Join me Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. when we talk the hard truth. We're not beating around the bush. We're getting straight to the point, dealing with real issues, social, politics, and much more. Monday to Friday, the only place to be is right here on Real TV.
I am Walter Stewart, President of the Trinidad and Tobago National Council of Parent Teacher Associations Incorporated. Join us every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, where we look at NPTA Speaks, National Parent Teacher Association Speaks, on topical and relevant issues pertaining to parents, teachers, education, and students of Trinidad and Tobago. This, of course, encapsulates local, regional, and international audiences every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, NPTA Speaks.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32 Saddle Road, Maraval.
Freedom. And I will recap and say, according to Freedom House, Trinidad and Tobago is classified as free with a score of 83 over 100 in the ITS 2026 assessment. But that's their assessment. The Bertelsmann Transformation Index describes the country as a democracy in consolidation, noting that democratic institutions are well established but require stronger transparency, accountability, and governance reform. They ain't lie there. Because even in your workplace, even in your community, even in your neighborhood, democracy lies. Even in your home, democracy lies. We have to be knowledgeable of the things that goes on in our country, that we are aware of, that where we can put our foot down, stand in our rightful place as a country. If you all don't know, Trinidad and Tobago at this present time, democracy has gone out the window. Tell me if I'm wrong. So you can call 744-7325. We don't have a voice. We can't speak. Because if we talk too loud at this present time, we could end up in problems. And why, as a nation of Trinidad and Tobago, why? We have to be in a place that we are fearful to speak out. Because we are afraid of what is going on in society, in certain offices, certain places. Mind you, they are the good ones. Being honest, they are the good ones. And all these things are going on in Trinidad and Tobago. I saw on social media, a lot of people start to play old videos to remind the Trinidad and Tobago that this has been going on for a long time. I tell you, I'm not choosing no side. Because it happened in the former administrator and it happened in the present. But I've never seen Trinidad and Tobago in such a devastated place like today. A notable development in 2026 was the entry into force of the Escazú Agreement, which advocates greater public, correct me with the name, greater public access to information, participation in environmental decision making, and access to justice on environmental matters. Supporters view this is a step towards strengthening democratic participation and transparency. If you think what I read there and you are comfortable and contented with it, that is your prerogative. If you are not, but my question is to you, and I keep questioning Trinidad and Tobago, what are we going to do? Are we going to change the change? Or are we going to sit down and allow things to happen? Because change does not mean for you to cause a riot. But change is for you to stand up and say, I am not comfortable as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. And I want to play this song for you all today, and I always play it. And I want you all to take heed as a nation, as a people, not only on the administration, but as a community, and allowing the mishaps that is happening in our communities in terms of home invasions, rapes, domestic violence. We have to make the change and be the change. And if producer could play that song, change.
What about the rich man or the man that too broke? TNT, we need a new hope.
Ready, Queen's back. If you can look as far as I see, within this great land we call TNT, there's birds and bees, rivers and seas, pretty woman bringing man to their knees. Treasures of this blessed land we always neglect like ISO and pan. I find it so strange the way we arrange. Still this nation don't know how to change. To some change might just mean a new car, could mean less than $1. To most change have this nice scent we usually get from the government. You see, change is something we always say, but every time we change, things remain the same way. Things keep getting worse and worse, so this is what I propose. Let's change the change for a better nation. Change the change for all foundations. Change the change so that we could say that this nation here came from quite down there. I say change the change within we school systems. Stop changing ministers and change what we teach them. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's murders, killings galore, so much gunmen fighting needless war. I can't tell you stay, can't tell you go, cause this still the land we used to know. Homeless, every corner you meet, and they complimented by our dirty streets. Then we wonder why in our sister isle, why they don't like Trinis to come and spend time. Well, you see, it's much more than paving a whole road, and it's greater than fixing a lamp pole. Change is about the whole nation and how we are portrayed when the party done. Who set these standards in my TNT? Really wish somebody here could tell me. It's just the same thing again and again, like we leaders don't use the brain. So change the change within our country. Change the change so the whole world could see. Change the change for a better future, so we don't have to depend on our next mayor. I say change the change within we society, otherwise we have a bandit factory. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done lost faith. They're full of such greed. Oh, Father, I plead, please, Lord, have some mercy on the seas. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and commerce. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. But you see, could put an end to all this foolishness and could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help our leaders to grow and start preparing youths for tomorrow. Don't see change as something timely and start seeing change as your duty. To stop them from hurting one day is we had to point the way. So change the change for better transparency. Change the change for better economy. Change the change so no man one day will take we money and just fly away. I say for young Calypsonians and stop saying culture is in good hands. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. For those who don't know how to arrange sure what I might mean by change the change. It means restructure what is regular so that we can have a different culture. From Kaiso, they get solutions, but still they treat us like the stupid ones. They neglecting we repeatedly, constantly insulting our country. But if we change, we'll understand to value each other, and change would mean there's a better future. I hope one day our leaders know through culture and media is how people grow. While they're fighting politically, wasting the nation's time and money, they're paying people for advisory, but like my own it is for free. So change the change for the struggling pan man. Change the change for that old Kaisonian. Change the change for the elderly, so grandma and grandpa could die happy. I said change the change for all opposition, so next time they'll approve legislation. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us. I am Zalisa Budusing Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential, Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Welcome back, welcome back. And let me tell you all something. We have to look at certain factors and we have to be very fair. We have to play a fair game. And we have to look at certain factors. Trinidad and Tobago's democracy faces several interconnected failures. Critics and civil society consistency highlight issues with political representation, institutional accountability, and constitutional rigidity. The first past the post-electoral system and demographic distribution result in deeply entrenched race-based voting patterns, notably between the two major groups, Afro-Trinidadians and Indo-Trinidadians. They often leads to feeling of marginalization and partition gridlock, with governance alternating primary between the People's National Movement and the United National Congress. And this is facts, because in our nation today, we vote based on race, or we vote based on the stalwarts that go into the home and say, Tanty, Granny say, if you ain't vote for so-and-so, you can't come back in my house. You can't come back here. I am the type of person, if I am upset about something, I just pong you. And I did it many times right here on Real TV. If I'm upset with a political party that I support, I will pong you. There's no type of biasness with me. Because if I'm not feeling happy about a situation, I will talk about it. But there are people that consider themselves die-hard supporters, fanatics, I should say. But at the same time, it comes like, my mother is my mother. I will go to war for my mother. Anybody who know me, Naka, I will go to tongue and go to war for my mother. But if my mother do something that I don't like, even yesterday, I addressed it and I tell her, I say, what you did yesterday, I didn't appreciate it, you know. I will correct you where you need to be corrected. And so she would do with me. My mother will go to war for me. But if I'm wrong, she will say I'm wrong. Vice versa. But it has some people in the interim will see the party doing wrong and they're going down die hard. That is not democracy. That is what you call something biasness. Weak institutional oversight. Independent oversight bodies such as the Integrity Commission and Police Service Commission, because right now we're dealing with a situation here today that I will not discuss, because that is not my place to talk and I want my safety. Police Service Commission face public criticism for lacking the teeth, transparency, or resource to hold public officials accountable. And I ain't going down that road. I'm leaving it for Papa God. to deal with. That's not my place. Whoever want to talk about it, that's their problem. I ain't talking about that. I'll leave that alone. The heavy reliance on the Westminster system concentrates substantial executive authority in the hands of the Prime Minister. This creates an environment where backbench members of Parliament typically vote along strict party lines, stiffly independent legislative action, and robust debates. I saw something months ago. Come back to my producer. I saw something months ago, and I didn't know how to meet or treat with the situation. And I heard a certain executive person who's supposed to be the chairperson. I ain't going down that road. Me making nobody wise. If you know, you know. Where the person stood up in Parliament and said, nobody from the opposition bench is to question her. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where is the democracy? You stood there in Parliament. This is public information. They're not hearsay or them say. This is public information. Where she stood and she said, nobody from the other bench is to question her. So the situation that's going on in Trinidad and Tobago, no answers are given, no questions cannot be asked. But remember, we live in a democratic nation. And I will leave that there. High crime and impunity, surging violent crime, gauging activity and systemic impunity severely undermine the social contract. Citizens often express that the state is failing to uphold the most fundamental duty, securing the public safety and administering justice. I have seen on social media, I've been on TikTok, I've been on YouTube, I've been all over the place, and I have seen people on social media said they have no faith in the police system. But that's their saying, not my saying, so I will leave that where it is. Clientelism and corruption, backroom democracy, they call it quote-unquote backroom democracy, and patronage networks are pervasive, where political support is often traded for contracts and jobs. Wallace, Namash, Naka, shut up. This contributes to the inefficient allocation of resources and widespread public distrust in elected officials. This, I am telling all this, this is what the internet telling all you. This is information from the internet because I tell all you, I'm a research boss. And even while I am doing my show, while I'm on break, I research. So this is information given. By what on the internet. So I'm letting you all know there are bases that I'm not going to touch or interfere with. I go mind my business, my magical brown business in those aspects. I'll mind my business. I ain't touching on it. And I'm not politicizing on nothing. Because I tell you, I will banter both sides if they do that is not pleasing and acceptable to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I will talk about it. But there are borders. Because I can't take no legal letter. If I have to go to court, there's the only courthouse outfit I have to go to court. Me and no courthouse clothes. I want to mind my magical brown business on certain factors. But we have to write a letter, Trinidad and Tobago, we have to write a letter. And I want us to write a letter. And when we come back, we're going to send a letter to whom it may concern. We're going for a break. When we come back, bridging the gap.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us. I am Zalisa Budusing Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated. Provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential, Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered. I am Zalisa Budusing Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated. Provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential, Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Greetings to you, Prime Minister. This letter is just for you. My intention was to give you this letter when election was true. But since Dr. Rowley was stepping down, I figured I couldn't wait. I'm reading it now.
I'm reading it now.
Before it's too late.
Before it's too late.
I hear people say the PNM wasting the nation's time. I hear people say the UNC will scrape every last dime. And some couldn't choose between bad and worse, so I had to write this plea for the next leader of this country.
'Cause we need to see
a nation full of success. We need a leader addicted to progress. Someone who's not here for the money and always giving us transparency. A leader with a clear destination and a direction that we will see. Most respectfully,
to whom this may be.
some people say bad politics slowing this nation down. And some people say implementation is where we does go wrong. But I say that they both are true, and that's what we need to see to fix our style of democracy. Some people say this moving world keeps on evolving, and some people say our infrastructure needs some upgrading. That's why I hope this letter you read for these issues to resolve, so sweetie auntie could start to evolve. 'Cause we need to see ministries that competent, information you'll get in 10 seconds, public servants who will answer the phone and give you advice with a pleasant tone. A bank run should take you the whole day. It's time we stop playing I war we was see. Most respectfully,
to whom this may be.
was a little boy. But when I see they arrested Earl, I'm glad my gun was just a toy. It reminds me there are few ways up and 1,000 ways to fall. It's not just for one, but that goes for all. Many leaders in this land could be guilty or innocent, and it's hard for the people to truly know, so they will judge your intent. So before you walk in that big office, take a look at your character and have a long chat with Almighty Father. 'Cause we need to see power without ego. Take a ride on the bus, let people know. Don't be too much on your high horse, but be confident whenever time calls. Careful how much your leaders put one pot. Them things have to stop. Thy war we must see.
Thy war we must see.
Most respectfully,
To whom this may be.
I'm sure by now you will notice this is written in the future tense, with hopes that you are a leader of great poise and great resilience, one who structures TNT with its local policies, not from global powers, but what the nation needs. I'm not going to lecture you on what's right and what is wrong, but I ask you based on the people's needs, keep your ears down on the ground. And don't be like Gillian Bishop and not care what the people think, 'cause you could still learn from the babes and sucklings. 'Cause we need to see TNT in the World Cup. Innovation from young people don't stop. A culture industry to hang we emblem high. So soca go stop trying to eat the pie. A leader who strike fear into criminals, that is critical. Thy war we must see.
Thy war we must see.
Most respectfully,
To whom this may be.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Clifford Rawlins, minister of the Diego Martin United Church and a published author. I am inviting you to join me on Real TV for Honest to God, where we are honest with what Scripture is and says and addressing topical issues in Christianity in a postmodern context and post-colonial Caribbean landscape. Provocative, controversial, stimulating, and above all, openly honest. Every Tuesday at 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Real TV.
Honest to God, I'm coming clean. Honest to God.
Let's get straight to the point. I am Dale Edwards, Dale the Voice, and we're going to get straight to the point right here on Real TV. Join me Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. when we talk the hard truth. We're not beating around the bush. We're getting straight to the point, dealing with real issues, social, politics, and much more. Monday to Friday, the only place to be is right here on Real TV.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed. Stay educated, stay empowered.
Hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Clifford Rawlins, minister of the Diego Martin United Church and a published author. I am inviting you to join me on Real TV for Honest to God, where we are honest with what Scripture is and says and addressing topical issues in Christianity in a postmodern context and post-colonial Caribbean landscape. Provocative, controversial, stimulating, and above all, openly honest. Every Tuesday at 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Real TV.
Honest to God, I'm coming clean. Honest to God.
Let's get straight to the point. I am Dale Edwards, Dale the Voice, and we're going to get straight to the point right here on Real TV. Join me Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. when we talk the hard truth. We're not beating around the bush. We're getting straight to the point, dealing with real issues, social, politics, and much more. Monday to Friday, the only place to be is right here on Real TV.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed. Stay educated, stay empowered.
because I want you all to understand the factors of what is going on in Trinidad and Tobago. And we just ask ourselves, why is there no fair democracy in Trinidad and Tobago? Because a lot of people just ask that question. Why we don't have fair democracy in Trinidad and Tobago? Producer, you can change our picture for me, please. If we could get our next picture, thank you. I will appreciate that. Why we don't have fair democracy in Trinidad and Tobago? Unlike in systems with strict checks and balances, the Prime Minister and the Cabinet wield significant control over Parliament because the government party MPs often vote along party lines to maintain their positions. The cabinet effectively dominates the legislative branch, making it difficult for Parliament to hold the fully accountable. Are we holding our administration at this point in time, 2026, fully accountable? That's a question I want to ask the people of the public. Lack of meaningful representation. Under the first past the post electoral system, MPs are tied strictly to their constituencies and the party whip, limiting their ability to act as independent voices for their communities. Many citizens feel that the elected representatives become detached from the electorate's needs once they assume. And this is something I want the public to know. Your MP is not your savior. This is where your councillor comes in. Your councillor is designated to your electoral district. Your MP is there to represent you in Parliament. But still, walk around and be acquainted and meet the needs of people. But you have a councillor for a reason. Your MP cannot be the one to call corporation and the borough to come and pick up the bush, to come and pick up the rubbish. You have a councillor for a reason. Your democratic right is to ask your councillor, what are you doing for us? Too many people saying, I don't see my MP. My MP don't walk around. Yes, the MP is supposed to be present in your constituency, yes. But in the needs of anything that has to happen in your electoral district, your councillor is designated for that. And half of Trinidad and Tobago don't know who is the councillor. We have over 100 and something councillors, and half of Trinidad and Tobago don't know who is the councillor. The councillor not supposed to come around and ask. You have to take the prerogative and know for yourself who is the person representing my electoral district. Because there's a difference between a constituency and an electoral district. Go in the constituency office and tell them where you're living, and they will tell you who is the councillor. Nobody not supposed to come and tell you. The prerogative is on you, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Too many people. I think, and I not see my MP. Your MP is there to represent you in Parliament. UNC or PNM. They are there to represent you. Your democratic right and your prerogative as citizens of Trinidad and Tobago is to go and find out who's your councillor. And if you never see your councillor needs some licks. Because I know plenty councillors. When I call them to tell them here what going on, hear them, I in charge of there, that's my boundary. So where you went up for? Stay home. Where you went for screening? If you go for screening, you're supposed to know your boundary, where you stop, where you're supposed to even know the people in the community. Your burgesses, you're supposed to know your burgesses. Plenty councillors don't even know where the boundary is. PNM and UNC. And then now, citizens helter-skelter, because at the end of the day, the constituency geographic map is different to the district electoral map. Half all, you don't know who's all the councillor, where all the boundary is. And then all they confused because all they don't know who to go to. Because all they never see all the councillor. Mean all they wrong, you know. Pong them. Put them up on social media. Shine them up. That's your democratic right. PNM or UNC. If your electoral, the councillor in your area is not working, shine them up. Because right now my road needs to pave. And I tell my councillor, I say, girl, my road ain't paved since 1994. She working hard to see how much we could do. And I say, I go in and carry it to the media. And she say, Naka, go ahead. I'm there wrong. Because it's utter nonsense. All you have to, no, I'm saying all you. I ain't saying you all, but all you. I go shine all you up to Trinidad and Tobago. Go and find out who's the councillor and sit down there on a Wednesday or a Tuesday or a Thursday, whatever day, and find out what they walk in and tell them, be disgruntled and tell them how you feel. Because that's a democratic right. All they only want to sit down home and be quiet and he ain't saying nothing. But then time come, you're on social media because half all is click activists. All here on the social media. I find and I find and I find. Don't find, talk. That's a democratic right as a person. If they have a problem with it, let them carry it home and bake it. So we're moving forward. Flaws in independent oversight. Oversight bodies such as the Integrity Commission are sometimes viewed by the public as ineffective, but they're all ineffective. Integrity Commission all ineffective. I will say it too many times. There's incompetence, biasness. This happens with the Integrity Commission. I'm telling you, we had to wake up in all year. We're in 2026. We're not in 1985. We're not in 1976. We're not in 1962. But at the same time, we have to be careful. Because when you talk and you leave this door, or you leave your house, you don't know who could implicate you. That's why they say, I just talk with a grain of salt. At penalizing corruption and enforcing financial disclosure by public officials. Despite these deep frustrations, Trinidad and Tobago maintains a vibrant media and robust civil society and holds regular contested national elections. The core struggle is not the absence of elections, but the slow pace of constitutional and political reform needed to make the government more transparent and more responsive. Nonsense. nonsensical madness. Nonsensical madness. Because this don't happen in Trinidad and Tobago. I tell you the utmost truth. This don't happen here. But we're going for a break. And when we come back, I have a story. Because I tell you earlier, today I'm playing songs. Because I don't want to talk. I don't want nobody to warn me. But the song will tell you. After that, when we come from a break, I have a song to play for you.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Clifford Rawlins, minister of the Diego Martin United Church and a published author. I am inviting you to join me on Real TV for Honest to God, where we are honest with what Scripture is and says and addressing topical issues in Christianity in a postmodern context and post-colonial Caribbean landscape. Provocative, controversial, stimulating, and above all, openly honest. Every Tuesday at 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Real TV.
Honest to God, I'm coming clean. Honest to God.
Let's get straight to the point. I am Dale Edwards, Dale the Voice, and we're going to get straight to the point right here on Real TV. Join me Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. when we talk the hard truth. We're not beating around the bush. We're getting straight to the point, dealing with real issues, social, politics, and much more. Monday to Friday, the only place to be is right here on Real TV.
Hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Clifford Rawlins, minister of the Diego Martin United Church and a published author. I am inviting you to join me on Real TV for Honest to God, where we are honest with what Scripture is and says and addressing topical issues in Christianity in a postmodern context and post-colonial Caribbean landscape. Provocative, controversial, stimulating, and above all, openly honest. Every Tuesday at 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Real TV.
Honest to God, I'm coming clean. Honest to God.
Let's get straight to the point. I am Dale Edwards, Dale the Voice, and we're going to get straight to the point right here on Real TV. Join me Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. when we talk the hard truth. We're not beating around the bush. We're getting straight to the point, dealing with real issues, social, politics, and much more. Monday to Friday, the only place to be is right here on Real TV.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Clifford Rawlins, minister of the Diego Martin United Church and a published author. I am inviting you to join me on Real TV for Honest to God, where we are honest with what Scripture is and says and addressing topical issues in Christianity in a postmodern context and post-colonial Caribbean landscape. Provocative, controversial, stimulating, and above all, openly honest. Every Tuesday at 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Real TV.
Honest to God.
Let's get straight to the point. I am Dale Edwards, Dale the Voice, and we're going to get straight to the point right here on Real TV. Join me Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. when we talk the hard truth. We're not beating around the bush. We're getting straight to the point, dealing with real issues, social, politics, and much more. Monday to Friday, the only place to be is right here on Real TV.
I started to run when I scope out my country. I walk by a gun, ole, 'cause that is what they promise we. A lot's going on in the sun, so I come here to bring wisdom, so we don't burn down. We lovely society. See, a new government has the assignment to put we country into alignment. But every time they read us with their ego, it's the vulnerable who feeling that below. Lord, is it ignorance or is it arrogance? I don't know what to call it in this instance. Look at paradise right in front we eyes, but we still want to talk about who we despise. Tell me where else can we go? If we start to mash up the good things we know. Tell me where else can we go? If we treat we traditions like a Barbie show, you could fix everything on we island. Put gunships on we back like a tyrant. You could put 10 radars all up Scarborough. But don't forget, this is Trinbago. We love we freedom, and every citizen will agree that no oppression will be accepted by our Trini. We come from long days on the ground, working hard until daylight come, so we'll see it wrong to be a financial donkey. 'Cause every day we see a new tax sensation that causing a new kind of sufferation. And when you don't create that irritation, you send police to fix with desperation. Lord, where's the common sense? Where's the true intent to make you think oppression is relevant? Don't be shocked, my friend, when we start to bend and you see them placards in front of the parliament.
Tell me where else can we go?
If we little children are not free to grow.
Tell me where else can we go?
If they try to ban the words in the calypso, you could try to stop social media or the taping of police murders. You could rewrite a bill like this also. But don't forget, this is Trinbago. Take one look around. Even lingo and all could see confusions in tongue. And it's affecting everybody. Politicians and Facebook trolls. Even Kaisonians lost their role. The world's upside down. And I'm worried for my country. Cause every day I see victimization, racial and social aberration. We saying is love need to go wrong, but we spreading this thing like a toxin. Man, things getting so tense. Some can't pay their rent, and the effect of this feeling permanent. But what scares me though, just so that you know, is the money we about to borrow.
Tell me where else can we go?
If the IMF start to pull we toe.
Tell me where else can we go?
If we toilet paper start to run too low, you could stress out the CPEP worker. Take a fool and make him a leader. You could change every board cause it's your show. But don't forget, this is Trinbago. I know it's good intentions. We Prime Minister have for we, but brutal measures would only cause rebellion in TNT, like what caused Cambule in times of old. And it's so the story unfold. It's that rebellion that give we people identity. So careful how you deal with we intellect, cause DNA remembers every aspect. Not every time we cry it's just politics. Your mind could start to play you some dirty tricks. Look, remember that honor comes before minister, and that's why we give you so much power. So don't let us down and don't let us frown. We need to see a 360 turn around.
Tell me where else can we go?
If your promises start to look untrue,
Tell me where else can we go?
if your own voters losing trust in you, you could do what you want with what intent. You could bat up the independent bench. You could change the country that we once know. But don't forget, this is Trinbago.
Good evening, Savannah. I am here to pray for my country, Trinidad and Tobago, and ask him to strengthen us.